Good morning, everybody. This week we're going to focus on Canada, where the relationship started, where it's at, and where it's headed. Most people think of America and Canada like they're some kind of geopolitical soulmates. Longest undefended border in the world, biggest trade partners, closest allies. But really, that's just the surface. Beneath it, there's been tension for decades. Energy disputes, economic clashes, political divergence, and now it's starting to show. So today we're asking the question, can America and Canada fix their fractured friendship, or are we watching two neighbors drift further apart? Maybe for good. If you're tired of the globalist bullshit and ready for straight talk, subscribe to America's Geopolitics. Now let's break it down. The US and Canada have always had a friendly relationship, but it's also been one of convenience. Canada needed access to American markets. The US needed a quiet northern border. So we built NAFTA, we integrated our factories, we got used to things just working. But that relationship only really worked when America was playing world policeman, when we were okay with everyone getting a piece of the pie. Now, the pie's shrinking. America is focused on reshoring, rebuilding, and rebalancing power. And Canada, it's not ready for that shift. Contrary to what some say, this rift didn't start with Trump. Go back decades and you'll find Canada quietly trying to distance itself from the US. Whether it was refusing to support the Iraq War, building closer ties with China, or lecturing America on climate change while selling oil by the barrel. Canada's been walking a fine line in the American system, but not quite on the American side. Then Trump came along. Tariffs on steel and aluminum, harsh words for Trudeau, a renegotiated NAFTA deal that gave the US more control. Canadians were outraged. The media called it a betrayal. But from Trump's perspective, it was about resetting the terms. This wasn't a friendship. It was an economic dependency dressed up as diplomacy. And that's what he wanted to end. Fast forward to today. Trump's back in office. Tariffs are being reimposed. Globalism is unraveling. America's new strategy? Fortress economics, domestic production, national interest first. And Canada, sitting on the edge of that strategy, is getting caught out in the cold. Look at the signs. U.S. auto tariffs hitting Canadian factories. American energy independence reducing the need for Canadian oil. That's right, Canada. We don't exactly need your oil. A push to onshore pharmaceuticals, electronics, and defense manufacturing, none of which favors Canada. Canada's economy is wobbling. Unemployment's rising, factories are closing, and their top trade partner is playing hardball. So can this relationship be repaired? The answer is yes, of course, but it won't look like it did before. The days of Canada riding along as a junior partner, I think those days are over. If Canada wants in on the next phase of the American system, if it wants access to our markets, our defense umbrella, our critical supply chains, it has to bring value, not climate pledges, not feel-good diplomacy. Resources, security, reliability. We're entering a transactional world. Just being a nice neighbor really isn't enough anymore. They are pretty nice, though. Now, let's be fair. America does have an interest in a strong Canada. We share energy grids, water systems, defense corridors, and if things ever got messy with China or Russia, we'd want to know we could count on our northern flank. But here's the thing. We don't need Canada the way we used to. We're building our own supply chains. We're strengthening ties with Mexico. We've got new options. So the message is simple. Canada can be part of what comes next, but only if it adapts. This is the new model. It's not about shared values. It's about shared risk, shared production, and shared strength. No more free rides. So can America and Canada fix their fractured friendship? Yes, but it'll take honesty and hard choices. The world is shifting. Alliances are becoming earned, not assumed. And for Canada, that means showing up. Showing up with more than just polite words and maple syrup. Let me know what you think. Should the U.S. try to bring Canada closer, or is it time we finally admit we're going in different directions? And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We break down the real geopolitics behind the headlines. Thanks for watching. This is Frank with America's Geopolitics. See